You already know the drill. We back again with another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So strap on your seatbelts, cause it's all pedal to the metal from here. And without further ado, your amazing host, Drew Billy.
Welcome back to another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys with your host here, DB, and host Trevor Dinsmore. Trevor, how are you doing again on a beautiful winter night?
Oh, Canada, oh, how we kicked your ass, both on the ice and with the fisticuffs. With glowing hearts we see thee rise. We'll beat you on Thursday from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we curb stomp you all day. Canada. Canada. For booing the United States national anthem.
Not good.
Oh, yeah. You got two things returning within 5 minutes of this show.
Oh.
Canada.
Yeah.
You just made the Buckle Up with the Boys shit list.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow.
There. Canada. Canada.
Wow.
Canada.
Back to back.
I hope Ginsel scores 7 on you on Thursday.
Oh, fuck.
We're going to light you up.
That was good. Sorry for the reaction.
Serious. I am dead serious. I've never been more into hockey as much as I am now. International competition gets me going, brother. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, needed to get that out of the way. Need to get that off my chest. Now I feel a lot better.
That's the beauty in it. You know, but no, yeah. USA put an ass whooping on Canada in ice hockey. It was a beautiful day. Glorious day. Again, booing the national anthem. Yeah, not good. But anyways, a lot of news to cover here tonight. Trevor's segments as usual. There's going to be a little spice added in. You'll see what that is if you stick along with us throughout the show. Debate time later with me as well. But diving in here, Trevor, the Vikings have a lot of questions here. The biggest question is who's going to be throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson. He's saying it doesn't really matter. He's happy he doesn't have to make the decision, but it doesn't matter who's throwing the ball. He's still going to make the plays. What do you think they're doing up there in Minnesota?
Honestly, I thought they were pretty well screwed with Sam Darnold this past year. We both thought that. That's pretty well documented at this point. And it seems to me that, you know, as much as it has to do with the talent of the likes of Justin Jefferson, I know, and several others on that team that know how to catch the ball and run far, Kevin O'Connell seems to be a quarterback whisperer, like a true quarterback whisperer, not like a Adam fucking Gase, whose, you know, eyes would damn near pop out of his head every time a play happened badly for the Jets. But yeah, so he might be right. He might be right. And my thinking is Darnold's going to want a big contract, right? So who would you rather have, an overpriced Sam Darnold or a J.J. McCarthy that you can develop potentially just as well? I mean, McCarthy's got the build, got the physical tools. I don't know if he has it up here at the NFL level yet. He's going to need in-game reps for that to happen. But more importantly, he's going to need to know who's the starter from day one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that's a little bit reassuring for a second-year quarterback coming off of an injury.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be my guess as to what happens. Is Darnold's going to walk, hell, he might go back to the Jets. He might take big money and go back to the Jets. We know they're moving on from Rodgers. They need a quarterback. They need a steady Eddie back there. Maybe Darnold's the guy. But, as far as the Vikings are concerned, it doesn't really matter who's throwing Justin Jefferson the ball. Doesn't really matter who's taking the snaps as long as Kevin O'Connell's coaching that team. I got full faith in him.
Yeah. No, I agree. But we'll see what the hell plays out. We'll be probably following that all through the summer if a decision's not made. But other good news. Well, the disaster that came when the Eagles won the Super Bowl across the city was a fucking disaster. But it was a beautiful parade they had. Jalen Hurts had a great speech. I thought it was except screwing up Saquon Barkley's name. We'll just leave that out.
He had a couple in him,
It might be a little hooch going on. But anyways, but he made a promise to himself, which I found very cool watching the speech. He made a promise to himself that he wouldn't come to the famed steps at the Philadelphia Art Museum there. You've seen it in Rocky, but he wasn't going to come there until it was for a Super Bowl parade. He finally was able to act on that. Pretty cool fucking shit, Trevor. Do they make it back, though?
That's a very good question.
Yes.
That's a very good question because they got a lot of question marks as far as free agents go, as far as potential retirements go. I mean, potentially Brendan Graham hanging it up, Lane Johnson. I know there's talks about him potentially hanging it up. Obviously, Saquon's going to be back. Jalen Hurts is going to be back. Lord knows how long those coordinators. Well, actually, Kellen Moore is already out. He's going to go be the head coach of the Saints. God, God bless him.
Right.
But the last time Philly lost some coordinators, they still did pretty well, and they made a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl 2 years later. So maybe they'll take another year off because they lose. Well, they lost one coordinator. As far as I know, their DC hasn't left yet.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Maybe they take a year off and then they get right back to it. Sign Saquon, keep AJ Brown on board, keep Devonta Smith on board. Yeah, to me, there's no reason that Eagles team can't repeat again as NFC champions.
I agree. But again, if you didn't watch the speeches, go back, watch it. There's some really good. Sirianni was good. I'm trying to remember their fucking owner. Or not their owner, their GM. He got blasted with a beer can.
Yeah, right.
He's doing a live interview for a news channel, and he just has a ring mark on his forehead. It was
Howie Roseman, that's who it is.
Howie, yeah, he got
literally got pegged in the head with a beer can.
Jesus Christ.
That's if that's not Philadelphia in a nutshell for you, I don't know what is. Their GM built a Super Bowl champion, and how do you repay him, Philadelphia? You peg him in the head with a can of beer. I hope he got to drink it at least, or whoever hit him in the head with a beer. And I don't know how he got pegged. I don't know whether somebody was just like launching beers and it accidentally hit him, or if somebody like tried to toss one to him, tossed it a little too hard, slipped out of his hand, hit him in the head. I don't know.
I mean,
but
don't be
point. Yeah. No. Either way, very cool.
Yeah. No, but moving on here. Two guys that are very stuck in their ways, full of themselves. Bringing in a little track here, Trevor. Noah Lyles, gold medalist in the 100 meter from this past year's Olympics, is challenged by Tyreek Hill in a race. Now, we don't know what the race is going to be because Tyreek wants 40 yards and Lyles wants 100 meter because he just went fucking gold. And in the Olympics, I'm saying it's going to probably be 60 meters, but do we actually see this happening?
Yeah, absolutely. What's the harm, right? You nationally televise it. You get sponsors for it. You get both guys paid for it. You get Noah Lyles the attention he absolutely deserves for being a gold medal athlete.
Yep.
Yeah, to me, it's a win across the board, and it gives us some programming during, I guess, just baseball season, right? Is that when this would happen, during the summer?
To be determined. Yeah, we don't know the distance.
To be determined. Okay, so I guess we would technically still have hockey. We would still have basketball, but in a football-less programming world, having a football star go up against an Olympic gold medalist, I'm all for it. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
If the money talks, and money does talk, if it says the right words. What did I always say for a long time, Billy? It doesn't make sense. It makes dollars. Well, this one makes both.
Oh, yeah. No. And I'll definitely tune in. I don't know really who I want to win here, but we'll see.
I'll say Lyles. Say Lyles. Just to give him the recognition he deserves.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill's, he's got a lot of notoriety already, good and bad. And bad. But just to highlight the Olympic athletes and the contribution that they bring, not only to the United States and to our country, but to athletics as a whole.
No. But yeah, well, when we get the first word of it, we'll probably be talking about it. So look out for that. But switching again over to football, more football news here. Micah Parsons is now in the third different defense in his career, Trevor. They bring in Matt Eberflus from the Chicago Bears. You probably know him for the guy that should have called the timeout, but he didn't. He's the defensive coordinator now. What do you – I don't – it's still one of the stupidest fucking plays I've ever seen in football.
I was literally on my aunt's recliner. She was cleaning up in the kitchen. I'm on the recliner. I'm yelling at my TV. I bet on the Lions, and I'm yelling, call a timeout.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Anyway, Matt Eberflus, what do you want to know?
So you think they'll have as good as a defense as they did last year, even though there was a lot of injuries? Do you see him coming into that role and making a difference? I mean, Parsons doesn't really need a coordinator. The guy's just a freak.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think what Dallas needs more than anything to help their defense is a run game on offense.
Yes.
They need to be able to control the ball. They need to be able to keep their defense well rested so they can unleash on the opposing team's passing game. Because as I've said many, many times before, you get Dallas against a one-dimensional offense that's passing the ball, unleash Micah Parsons and those corners and secondary men, Diggs especially, they're going to just eat you alive.
Yeah.
But if you get them in a balanced situation where they have to defend the run a little bit too, that's when they struggle. That's when they get worn out a little bit, as any defense really would, no matter what superstars you have. Steelers saw that firsthand. Yeah. So Dallas needs to worry about the offense more so than the defense at this point. You know your defense, you know what they're capable of, you know what they're all about, you know what they're built to defend. You need to cater your offense to that as well. So in short, the best defense is a good offense. You guys need to get a good offense and a well-balanced offense. And I know, yes, Dak was hurt last year too, but keep him healthy, get a running back in there, see if there's a free agent out there somewhere. Najee might be out there. Saying you can go maybe get him.
Yep.
Get a power running back, not Zeke Elliott. I'm sorry, not Zeke Elliott. As much as, that was fun. It's fun for like 3 or 4 years, but then you need to get a good back in there. You need to get a good back. Could have had Derrick Henry. Don't have Derrick Henry. Now he's with the Ravens for another year. So,
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I hope they make more moves than they did last year in the long snapper, but we'll see what happens. It's never a bad day when I see a Cowboys fan cry. We'll say that.
Amen to that. Amen to that. And I will say this too: one of the biggest Cowboy fans of all, T.J. Jefferson, who is on the Rich Eisen show, was offered a certificate for revoking his Cowboys fandom for the year. He refused it until the end of the year. He wants to see how this year plays out. So even he, Cowboys superfan T.J. Jefferson, is on the fritz.
Yeah, after the moves. But switching over, we alluded to him a little bit there with the Jalen Hurts speech and getting back to the Super Bowl, what have you. Lane Johnson has been hearing a lot about the retirement question. It's been coming up. He's saying he's looking forward to many more years to come. Trevor, that line, they stay together. I mean, he's kind of the head honcho now ever since Jason Kelce retired. You see him playing many more years in this line staying together, or are we going to have a debacle at the line here for the Eagles?
Probably a couple more years, I would say, 2 or 3. Like I don't see him, many, many more years. I think, he probably had a little.
Right.
He said that too, but no, I believe he has the durability. He usually doesn't get hurt a lot. And, he doesn't take the brunt end of that push that they do all the time, because he's usually at the left guard spot.
Right.
So he's, and a lot of times, he's out pulling and I don't see any reason that the Philadelphia Eagles should be worried about their offensive line at the moment. Maybe get some depth to it. That'd be the only concern that I would have, just in case some guys go down. Injury bug can hit anybody at any given time. So I would just be concerned about depth with it. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, 35 though. He's getting up there. Getting a little old for a lineman there. But we'll see.
It's all right. 35's not bad.
No, not too bad. But again, I think me and Trevor alluded to it 2 weeks ago. There could be more victims that come out, and they have. There's 7 more massage therapists coming out against the Baltimore Ravens kicker Justin Tucker for more sexual inappropriate conduct, allegedly. Again, I think I struggled 2 weeks ago. I'm saying he's already been found on these charges. He's not yet, but
no.
7 more, Trevor. We're creeping into an area here.
What's the total up to then?
We're at, I think, now 16.
16? I thought it was 15 or 6. We're at 16.
Yes.
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 We're approaching a not so good but memorable number in this department.
Yeah.
That number is 24. He's 8 away. If another 8 come out.
Yep.
Hell, if another 8 come out, I think the Browns should sign him.
Yeah.
Give him a guaranteed contract. I can't even say that with a straight face. I
Well,
feel so bad, but
here's the point. Again, it's all in this time period. 2012 to 2016. These other 7 are saying this occurred.
Damn.
So, I don't.
Like with the Deshaun Watson thing, it could be a case of just some folks trying to stretch the truth a little bit, jump on the bandwagon. But if you extrapolate, say 5% of people aren't, like 5% of people are completely truthful, like right?
Yeah.
You'd probably have 2 people that would say, hey, he did this to me, he did this to me, and 1 is 1 too many, 16 is 16 too many.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate what these victims allegedly had to go through.
Yes.
And I just hope they get the justice, whether it's through monetary means or whether it's through criminal means. I just hope they get the justice that they deserve and what's owed to them.
Yeah.
Do I want to see a guy's career ruined over it? No, but you make your bed, you lie in it. Correct. That's how this shit goes, my friend. And if it turns out, I will eat my words if this is an Ariza situation. Could be. But Ariza, that one was like 1 or 2 victims.
Yes.
This is 16.
16 now. All in the Baltimore area. The other issue, there was a Ravens organization did finally release a statement with the initial allegations. I believe on the same day that was February or Sunday. What the hell was Sunday?
The 16th.
16th. After these other 9 came out, we are aware of the Baltimore Banner's story regarding Justin Tucker as well as his response. We take any allegation of this nature seriously, and we will continue to monitor the situation also with the NFL. So we'll see what comes out of it. Number keeps growing. It's going to get louder. So there's going to have to be some response here. I'm not coming after you, Raj, but I mean, the number keeps coming.
I know. NFL's already said they're going to dig into it. I imagine that they're digging their teeth in pretty deep right now.
Yeah. 9 more. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Not good.
But we'll see what comes out of it. And we'll keep following this story, but we just got to be careful because we don't want to get sued. But anyways, James Cook seems to have set his extension expectations very high here, Trevor. We're talking now he wants an average $15 million per year. That's rivaling Christian McCaffrey's 19 per year and Saquon Barkley at 12.5, Jonathan Taylor at 14 mil, Kamara at 12.2, Josh Jacobs at 12 million. Do we have him up there at that number?
Not yet.
Okay, I agree.
Not yet.
Very aggressive.
Now, if they're running, I would, and I say that in comparison to his peers. Now, his peers should obviously be making more money than that. Than like a third wide receiver on the Steelers, for example, that made more money than I think even Jonathan Taylor did this year.
Yeah.
Who's more valuable, Van Sinkerswim or Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. Right.
But he could easily get there. I don't think this is his contract year. I think it's next year.
Yes.
Yeah, but I know they want to get a deal done. And they want to get a deal done quick, just so they don't have to worry about it. So it's good that he's starting the talks now, at least. And yes, absolutely, you want to highball yourself. You want to market yourself perhaps a little bit higher than you should. just to see if the Bills bite, and if they do bite, great. You're making $15 million, and you're the second highest paid running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think he should be top 5. He's pretty good. He's pretty versatile. He brings a whole new dimension of that offense out. So I think he's worthy of like that top 5 status, but being above guys like Jonathan Taylor and very, very close to McCaffrey. I don't know. Above Saquon too. Saquon's making what, 13 something?
12.5 with 12. PA taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's add that in. New York tax, 15 mil.
Philadelphia city tax. You gotta keep the Liberty Bell intact. You know what I mean? You got to keep the Rocky statue from getting other teams' jerseys on it. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's counteracting the 15 mil with New York state tax. Do you think that might be what's going on?
No, those New York state taxes are bad too.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're pretty bad. Yeah,
that's playing a role here. I know. I'm just, but.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and I can say this as a tax accountant.
Yes.
I believe as an athlete, you get paid and pay taxes according to where you're living and working, right?
Oh, okay.
So if Saquon's living and working in Philly, he's going to pay Philadelphia local and obviously PA state. So,
Gotcha.
Little tax knowledge for the people.
Yeah, no, but. I very key part I left out, Trevor, because I'm a fucking idiot. He went live on Instagram and pinned the comment 15 mil, his own comment. So you feel it's appropriate he's using social media while also devising this plan. I'm getting a phone call mid.
You got to turn that ringer off, man.
I know. But what do you think about him going live on Insta doing that?
Do I know who called you?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
he knows.
I mean, that's kind of the way business is done nowadays. These athletes, they have a following and they need people to speak for them just to show ownership and management what they're worth. Correct. And, Bills Mafia is definitely going to go to bat for him. You got the most rabid fan base in football right now. A bunch of fans that are probably willing to jump through a flaming table if it means you get $15 million a year. Yeah, I would weaponize social media a little bit. I wouldn't even, excuse the term there, I wouldn't even call it weaponization. I would just call it utilization because, you get the attention of the right people. You got the right people going to bat for you. A lot of this is about who you know. A lot of this is about who's backing you, who is lifting you up. You got Bills Mafia lifting you up. Go ahead. Go for 15 million, please. Yeah. Might not get it, but again, you got to upsell yourself. That's how you make money in that business.
Yeah. No, I agree. But we'll see what comes out of it. James Cook has really heightened that Buffalo Bills offense, helping Josh out. They just need a consistent running back, and they finally found it. So,
right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But switching over here, very interesting. I've read up on this extensively, Trevor, not on Reddit. Good sources, okay?
Wikipedia, exclusively. Strictly Wikipedia.
Yes. Douglasville, Georgia. NFL wide receiver Kadarius Toney has been charged with assaulting a woman in Georgia, preventing her from calling for help. He is known for lining up sides against the Bills for the Chiefs. I believe that was last year, Trevor. Now he's lining up behind the bars and Douglas County Jail. But he was arrested for aggravated assault and obstructing or hindering an emergency call. His bail's at $50,000. Is his NFL career? I mean, are we getting to that point?
It's done.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was a nail in the coffin, I felt.
Yeah.
If it's found, it's all alleged here. People apologize
correct.
for that.
If it's found, yes, it's the nail in the coffin.
Okay.
Because this guy just has both on the field and off the field issues, man. You can put up with some off the field stuff if you perform on the field, right? A la Antonio Brown.
Correct.
You can put up with a lot of off the field stuff if he's balling out on the football field. But the thing is, Kadarius Toney was by no means balling out on the football field. Had a little stint with the Browns this past season. We saw what happened there with Ben Skoranek. Fumble the football right to Ben Skoranek.
Yeah.
He's not even working out with the Browns, and the Browns were just kind of, okay, goodbye. When the Browns, of all organizations, are doing that, like your career might be over already, and then you go and pull this little stuff.
Yeah.
I think if this is found to be true, yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
He's done. It's a shame because he's uber athletic. He was athletic at the University of Florida, very versatile, utilized in a lot of ways. Could have been a very good gadget guy, could have been a very good utility guy in the NFL, fit perfectly into that Chiefs offense if he could have held on to the damn ball.
Correct.
I mean, as Lou Holtz once said to his receivers, you're one of the greatest wide receivers that I've ever seen until we throw you the damn football.
Correct.
Kadarius Toney fits that definition.
Yes. But yeah, extensively here, just more information from it. It was visible marks on the woman's neck. He choked her so hard, there was hemorrhaging in her eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, not good. So
what does that even look like? That's
we're just talking all the blood.
Just blood filling up the eye.
Blood vessels just popping because you can't because of the fucking force. Yeah. So yeah, the woman's name's not listed, but we're thinking of you. Thoughts and prayers to you, and hope your recovery's good. And Kadarius, get some help, man. That's all we can ask. Jesus.
Absolutely.
But yeah, fucked up story there, Trevor. But Travis Kelce. Okay, now we're back to this. This is going to probably be a whole offseason thing. Now he's thinking about his retirement. He wasn't thinking about his retirement. He's coming back for 3 years. Now we're pondering again. What the fuck's this guy going to do?
I think he's going to stick around.
Okay.
I think it's an attention getter.
That's what I'm saying.
People are talking about it.
You and me, yeah.
Case in point, we're talking about it right. And some to talk about on the New Heights podcast. It's something to track over the NFL offseason and keep eyeballs on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts on the matter. I think he's coming back. I don't think there's much doubt about that.
Okay.
Nothing popped out to me to where he's going to retire. Unless, if he picks up another reality show in the offseason, then maybe might just go and do that, make money off his sponsorships. He's obviously set for life. One of the greatest tight ends the world has ever seen, if not the greatest.
Yeah.
Made a shit ton of money in his career. He's going to make a shit ton more. Obviously, he's got one of the richest people on the planet for a future fiancé.
And there's questions with that. When the hell is he going to do it?
That's a whole nother. Yes. I think what would have happened was if the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, it would not have happened on the field. I think it would have done it at Disneyland.
Yes.
Yeah. Most magical place on earth, right? I think he would have.
Yep. Oh, and
rather
than
in the crowd and the confetti and I don't think that would have been.
Yeah, there would have been money exchange. Hey, if you ask her here, maybe we'll.
Right. There's probably. It would have been in a situation where that was the primary story, right?
Right.
The primary story is if he does it after the Super Bowl. Oh, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, first team to three-peat all time. Oh, and by the way, Travis Kelce proposed to Taylor Swift. But Chiefs, three-peat Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He would have waited a couple days, gone to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Most expensive ring money can buy.
People would have lost their shit.
Mm-hmm. And we'd have been talking about it. You bet your ass we'd have been talking about it.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about him. We'll be talking about him quite a bit.
Yeah. But no, that's all I have. A little shorter news than usual. But I'll be back later with the Baytime, and we'll switch over to Trevor's segments of news.
Sounds good, buddy. I actually don't really have any pieces of news. I was just going to dive right into the segments. We can start with what's more likely. Will.
Yep. What's more likely with Trevor Dinsmore?
Beautifully done, my friend.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Taking a bit of a reprieve from the football, talking about wrestling. Let's have some fun.
Yep.
Most likely of these 5 superstars to face the man whose shirt I was wearing last night while watching Raw, the man who has Cero Miedo, Penta. Most likely these 5 to face Penta at WrestleMania.
Oh.
or excuse me, these four,
Yes.
other than Rey Mysterio. I took Rey Mysterio off the list because obviously, if I would have put Rey Mysterio on there, we would have both said Rey Mysterio, and then it
Correct.
would have been monotonous. But most likely, of these four, outside of Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins,
Ooh.
Logan Paul, Dom Mysterio, Braun Breaker.
Cool.
You can also answer it as what match would you love to see the most? Either,
I would love to see him and Dom.
Same. Yeah.
That would be cool.
I was thinking either that or Rollins.
Seth would be nice.
Yeah. Workhorse.
Yeah.
Put together like a 30-minute match and just go nuts. I think that'd be cool.
And I would love to see high-flying technicality with just fucking brute force and speed. Braun, that would be all four of them. I would be okay with. I really would. Yeah. But Dom would be kind of cool to see a young luchador. I guess, are we classifying him as okay? And an old luchador going at it, that would be kind of cool.
I tell you, when Dom eventually turns face in like 2 or 3 years, yeah, he'll probably be like a luchador.
Okay. I don't know what the classify. I mean, he's not Eddie.
I get it.
I don't know.
He does he does. I can't.
He does that, and it pisses me off every time.
Does the Three Amigos, Frog Splash, does all the luchador things.
619.
I would say, I'd say he's a Lino, luchador in name only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. That's very good.
Of those four, I'd love to see Seth Rollins. You can just put, the technician that he is, how he can put together a match. You can just go nuts. Yeah. And it could be a situation where Rollins, gets eliminated last from the Chamber. What's the path to WrestleMania? Penta comes out, does this, and everybody just
Yes.
I think that'd be cool. Like he didn't have a plan when Cody Rhodes returned. Maybe he doesn't have a plan going into this year's WrestleMania, but you do the reveal a little earlier. That way you can build it up.
You got the two strong fan bases. You got the international Penta.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins. Yeah. Like, that would be good shit. Yeah. Either way.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah. That'd be fun. So, you said Dom.
Yeah.
I'd see it. Classic face versus heel right there.
Oh. Good.
Imagine the chorus of boos he'd get. That's good.
There's not a single person that's not cheering against Penta in that match. I'll tell you that.
Oh no, I'm absolutely going. I hope he dumps Dom on his head 70 times. But yeah. Sticking with wrestling, looking forward to Elimination Chamber. There was a match made last night by one Adam Pearce with a returning Sami Zayn. Sammy wanted a match with Owens at Elimination Chamber. Adam said no. Sammy walks up to him. Adam says yes, but it's unsanctioned. So official, but not official, unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. More likely outcome from that match. Sami Zayn pulls off the underdog victory, or Kevin Owens pile drives him over and over again, and Sammy's out of action, i.e. taking time off for several months.
I'm going to go with the Sami Zayn. He wins it.
Think Sammy?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I was going to say, do you want to stall Kevin Owens' momentum right now?
Yeah, you're going to kill the heel. The heel gets
That's what I mean.
Dethroned, basically, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of why I went with this over here or this over here.
I love Sami Zayn's music, though. When he comes
there's
out,
a way that Sammy can win where you protect Kevin, and there's also a way, obviously, you can have Kevin win and not absolutely dismantle Sam. But
Sammy beats him. He goes for a handshake. Fucking Kevin Owens does a stunner on him.
Oh,
like you could. There's.
Yeah. So Kevin Owens gets the last laugh. Sammy gets the win. You kind of protect both guys.
Fucks him.
Yeah, that could be the case. But
I hope not.
But of those two, you say Sammy, underdog win?
Yeah.
I'm going the other way. I don't think you can stall Kevin Owens. I think you got to build him up even more as this mega heel going into WrestleMania. And potentially, because you got a decent bit of time, Elimination Chamber is next Saturday. You got a decent bit of time to where you can say, oh, by the way, Sammy's hurt again. And then a couple weeks before Mania on Raw, Mega Pop, bring him back. Then those two can go into WrestleMania and fight each other.
Yeah.
There's enough time to sell, like, oh, Sammy's really hurt. He's going to be out for a long time. By the way, no, he's not.
I might go with the Owens side. I want to see them. Now that you said I'd love to see them in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
fuck
see
that.
it.
I'll go with the Owens side.
Okay.
Just because of that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I dig it. We are on the same page, my friend. Very
yes.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
Moving over to football. And I guess I'll just dive right into it here. More likely to be the higher total next season. Jalen Hurts push touchdowns or the amount of wins it takes to win the NFC South. For reference, Tampa Bay won the division last year at 10-7 and at 9-8 the year before. And the year before that, let me take a look. And unfortunately, I was not able to track how many push touchdowns specifically that Jalen Hurts had, but I know he had 14 rushing touchdowns this past year and 15 the year before that. I would imagine majority of those, I'd say like 3/4 were push.
I'll go with the latter.
Tush with the push,
or
with,
sorry, the win.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Or with the NFC South victories.
Yep.
Okay. And actually, even in the year before that, Tampa Bay won it going 8-9. That was Tom Brady's last year.
Oh.
If that changes your answer at all, but if you count the trend, 8 victories in 2022, 9 in 23, 10 in 24, and Tampa Bay is just going to have 11 wins this year. No two ways about it. So, is Jalen Hurts going to get more or less than 11, or exactly 11 push touchdowns?
I'd probably say less.
Say less.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you too. I think Tampa Bay has enough talent that they can go to 11 victories. Depends on their schedule too. I have to see who's on their schedule.
Yeah.
And obviously we'll do the schedule predictions when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
But if the trend holds, they're gonna have 11 wins. And they're gonna win the division again.
Yeah. What the fuck would have thought? Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see Carolina winning it. Bryce Young's not gonna be there yet. Falcons are always meh, and then New Orleans with the new head coach. I don't know. We'll see.
Stay tuned, though.
Yeah. I hear you. This one might trigger you a little bit. Would definitely trigger Taylor if she's listening. Yeah. Taylor, listen up.
Okay.
More likely to throw 40 passing touchdowns this upcoming season. Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
I said 40. I said 40. 4 with a 0. Long odds on that, plus 1,100 on FanDuel for both those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, hence why I said pick one.
I'm going to go with Josh.
I was thinking Josh as well. I think he's got a little bit more developed weaponry.
And this might be, but Mahomes' season this year, he did not impress me.
Statistically, no.
No.
They know how to win games. Declining. They knew how to play good situational, but yeah.
And I don't think he's declining, but Josh, if he can stay on what he had this year, I'd say 55 total, or no, let's not get out of fucking hand here. 50 total touchdowns, I'd say, for Josh. 10 rushing.
50 total. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I could see it.
I could definitely see that. Another MVP, maybe? Second string MVP? Lamar's going to be up there again?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Jaden Daniels going to fall in that conversation?
Correct.
Joe Burrow, if the Bengals do well.
Just need a defense. Actually, fuck it. They don't need a defense.
They franchise tag T. Higgins, so he's there another year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say Josh probably next year.
Josh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I do.
I'll say Joshy as well.
Yeah.
Joshy as well.
But I think he would trade the MVP for a Super Bowl, so we'll see.
Cam Newton won.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, talk of the town when it comes to the NFL draft, most likely number 1 overall pick, Travis Hunter, has officially been named as a defensive back for draft purposes, as NFL scouts, coaches, personnel most likely think he's going to be playing primarily on the defensive side of the ball.
Yep.
So my question to you then is, what's more likely to happen? That Travis Hunter stays a DB his whole career, or finds a way to play both ways for multiple seasons in the NFL, a la primetime?
I think we're just in an era. I think money matters more now. And I don't think they're ever going to allow him to do two-way. How fucking cool would that be?
Absolutely.
But I don't think they're going to allow him to do that. Trevor, strictly on defensive side of the ball.
I'm going to have the exciting answer. I'm going to say play both ways. Yeah,
I would love to see it, though.
Just for a couple seasons. Seasons, and then he can settle into one or the other.
Yeah.
I'd say you give him 3 seasons, have him play both ways. Maybe not like full time, but like, I don't know. You got a pretty versatile talent, the Heisman winner. See what he can do on both sides of the ball. See where he's going to be best in the pro game. See where he's going to develop the quickest. And how else do you do that but by throwing him in both spots? You gotta light the fire under him, right?
Yeah.
I could see him playing both ways. I also could very well see them, NFL, whoever drafts him, saying, no, you're staying on one side of the ball, and he just kind of lives his career that way. If he gets with the wrong organization, that's not the wrong, or you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
An organization set in their ways, we'll say.
Yeah.
And they force him to just play on one side of the ball. I could see that happen.
Yeah. Now they can sub him in, right, Trevor, if I'm not mistaken?
I believe so.
Okay. He could come in for some, let's say, gadget play.
Yeah. Yeah, you could toss him in some offensive packages, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm talking like full-time, semi full-time.
Right.
Playing pretty regularly on both sides, not just gadgets.
Right.
So, cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I had for this week's edition of What's More Likely. Thanks for queuing that up, Billy. Time to queue up All In, Raise, Check, or Fold.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All In, Raise, Check, and Fold with Trevor Dinsmore.
So I did lie earlier. I do have one piece of news. This segment is getting a rebrand. And
Fuck me.
You look at my shirt here, you'll notice Jey Uso's shirt, hottest guy in wrestling right now. So from now until WrestleMania, when he faces Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, this segment will be known as Yeet or No Yeet.
No Yeet.
No Yeet. Yeet, no Yeet.
Oh, Yeet.
No.
No Yeet. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, you got it. So, in response to these questions, you don't always have to do the motion, yeet or no, yeet. I'm going to. You do whatever you want. You do whatever doesn't wear out your arms, okay?
Yep.
Instead of All In, Raise, Check, or Fold, you're going to say yeet or no, yeet.
Yep.
Out of habit, I almost said All In, Raise, Check, or Fold. Yeet or no yeet.
Yep.
The Browns have a reputation to uphold. They need to sign Justin Tucker as soon as he becomes available. Yeet or no yeet?
Yeet on that.
Yeet. I'm at a yeet as well.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if in the last year of Deshaun's contract they signed Justin Tucker? That way they got both those guys on the team at the same time.
I'd shit my pants.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, fuck.
Be a Browns thing to do, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would. I'm just amazed at. There's a lot that I want to say. I'll just keep it right now. We'll just see what happens.
Until the alleged becomes perhaps confirmed. Yes. Otherwise, no suing, please. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't want someone to pull a Drake on us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay?
Fuck.
We don't want someone to pull a Brett Favre on us. Okay.
Correct.
Let's leave it at that. Moving on. Yeet or no yeet. It doesn't matter who the Vikings quarterback is next year. Vikings are winning 10 plus and making the playoffs again. Yeet or no yeet?
I'm going to go no yeet on that.
Oh, I'm going yeet.
Okay.
I'm going yeet. I believe in Kevin O'Connell. I believe in Brian Flores. I believe in what that defense is doing right now. They got a well-rounded team. Yeah, as long as you got the right coaches, you got the right guys in place, I think you can thrive as an organization. And I think Kevin O'Connell's the man. He's the true quarterback whisperer right now. So doesn't matter who's playing for him. As long as they follow Kevin O'Connell's guidance, and as long as they avoid the injury bug. Yeet.
Yeet. Hell yeah.
I dig it.
I never thought I'd be eating on this but we're doing it. We're doing it. So
yes. I had to. I
know.
It's my. That's how I get my workout on Mondays. I gotta wears out my arms, but it's fun. Absolutely fun.
Yes.
On to some NBA here. Talking about the All-Star game. Rumor floating around. United States versus the world. That format returning rather than, Team Kenny, Team Chuck, Team Shaq, and whatever the other team's name was. That little tournament style thing, first to 40. I didn't enjoy it.
No.
The skills competition, Chris Paul and Victor Wembanyama tried to cheat it, and it just was, other than the dunk contest, was a bit of a mess for an All-Star weekend.
Yeah.
We need U.S. versus the world in light of the Four Nations NHL tournament going on right now.
Yep.
We need to build off of that and bring that to the NBA. Adam Silver, get it done. Yeet or no yeet?
I'm going to go yeet on that.
Likewise. Yes. I think it's just common sense, right?
Yeah.
Get some international competition in there. These guys going toe-to-toe. Kind of back when the All-Star game was a little bit better as well.
It's entertaining.
I mean, yeah, guys gave more of a shit in the 90s and the 2000s and then kind of started tapering off. But, you incite some U.S. versus the world sort of rivalry. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
I don't know why there would be any objections to that.
But between Pro Bowl and All-Star Week, bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yes. I didn't even watch the Pro Bowl.
Just whatever. I don't know what it is. It's the same format as them, but it just felt. I don't know. I don't get the nostalgia feel anymore. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Totally get that. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, they need to revamp it because I don't know.
It's stale.
It doesn't interest me. Guys aren't giving any effort. Which you don't want to get hurt, but show me something. Play some defense.
I see a highlight. They're like, "Oh, Curry hits from 40 feet." Yeah, he's not being fucking guarded. Like, okay,
it's Curry. It's
you put me and Trevor out there.
I
I bet you we could hit the fucking 40-foot shot. It might take a couple times, but how? No one's guarding him. It's just like you and me going to the fucking park and shooting.
Maybe 4, 5.
But you know what I mean?
7 or 8 times to hit the 40. Yes,
right.
Yes.
It's like you and me just going to the park playing by ourselves. There's no one fucking around him. It's not. Wow, good job. You're the best shooter of all. It's so fucking stupid.
I mean, he kind of is, but yeah. Not for that reason.
Luka hits from half court.
Cool.
No one's
Again,
fucking
no one's
around
guarding him.
What?
Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. That just I didn't mean to get fired, but that just pisses me
You're
off.
fine. You're fine.
Like we're glazing these guys, and it's like, okay, it's just like fuck around time.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining to me. Sorry. I want Kobe, Jordan up in your shit. Hard defense. What I think it cut off probably 2007, 8. It went to this who gives a fuck mode.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, somewhere around there, and into the
Yeah.
2010s, it got real bad.
Couldn't watch it. Still can't watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Same. However,
Yep.
there was a bright spot to the weekend.
Yes,
The dunk contest.
Yep.
And there is a man, a 6'2" white man,
Yep.
that made a little bit of history by becoming the 4th player all time to score 4 perfect dunks in all rounds of the NBA dunk contest. And he is the next man on the Buckle Up with the Boys Yeet list. One, Mac McClung. You have just made the list.
You're probably saying, who is this guy? Well, Trevor, I don't mean to take your feet. Oh, yeah.
Mac McClung, you are on the list. And as far as I'm concerned, yeet or no yeet, Mac McClung needs to be in the dunk contest every single year for the rest of his life. I don't care if he plays another minute in the NBA.
Yeet.
Now, what degree of yeet are we? Are we talking, big time? Or are we talking just that?
I'd say I don't know if he could
in between.
I don't know if he could do that every time.
Like jump over a car? Probably not.
Yeah.
Dunk 2 basketballs at once while jumping over a 6'8" guy? Probably not.
Yeah. And I bet you there's a lot of people like, who the fuck is this guy? They see him do this. Okay. Well, he makes his career earnings in the NBA $150,000. He made more winning that $350,000.
Yeah.
Just
he's made more winning
guy,
dunk
isn't he?
contests than
Isn't he just like a role player? But he could dunk.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good for him.
He's a 6'2" white guy with hops.
Yeah. I love it.
Former Sixer too. I should have got his jersey.
Yeah. It's badass.
That'd been cool.
What team's he on now? Or
Magic.
Okay.
He's with the Magic. I forget who he was with last year, but I know he's on the Sixers, then another team, and then now he's on the Magic.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
He might show up in a different team's jersey every single year for the next 20 years going to the dunk contest, but as far as I'm concerned, let that man cook. You know what I mean? Let the man cook.
He's an inch taller than me, but has athleticism. Holy fuck! I can't talk tonight. Trevor, say it for me. Athleticism. Can't. I got a zen in. That's the problem.
Sexy.
6. Don't do it, kids. Stay away from it. Nicotine's addictive. Anyways, it's just nice to see the guy just put it all out there. No one really knows, and he's glorified. It's just cool. It's a good story. I got to read more up on him, but it's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Moving over to baseball real quick.
Yep.
You might not know this name. If most people won't know Mac McClung, you definitely will not know this name.
Yep.
Ed Veal. Pirates pitcher in the 1960s, has the record for Ks in a season by a Bucks pitcher in the modern era. I'm talking 1900 onward. There's some guy in like the 1880s that had like 300 because he threw 30 complete games and blah, 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 blah. But in the modern era, Ed Veal owns the Pirates single season record with 276 strikeouts. He set that in 1965. He actually broke his own record of 250 the year before that. This guy knew how to strike out some people in his heyday.
Yeah.
But I saw a little something, a certain cover athlete, the show 25, Mr. Paul Skeens, boyfriend and fiance of one Livy Dunn, Paul Skeens, with the greatest mustache on the face of planet Earth right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I say right now, Tom Selleck in the 90s, you can't beat that. I'm sorry. But right now, Paul Skeens, he's mustache king. He's adding a cutter and a two-seamer to his arsenal, my friend.
Yeah.
So he's going to have, the four-seamer, the slider. I think he's going to have a changeup in there, a two-seam and a cutter. The splinker, I forget what he called it, the thing that just drops straight the fuck down the length of me.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell are you going to hit that? He will break that strikeouts record, 276, within the next 3 years.
Yeet.
Or yeet. Yeet. Big time. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, what else do Pirates fans have to look forward to right now?
Correct.
Just watch these pitchers cook. Watch Jared Jones cook. Watch Mitch Keller cook. And watch the man with the greatest mustache on the face of the planet. I cannot emphasize it enough, people. Let him cook. Give him 7 innings a game. Let him cook.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just say this. And I know we've talked about it, and it's Pirates fans, diehard Pirates fans' biggest fear. But I hope we learn from Kutch not to let this guy walk. Or Garrett Cole. AJ Burnett. I could go down the
AJ Burnett was old, but yes.
Yeah, but yeah.
He was retiring, but
yeah. You know what I mean? Just
I get it. Yeah.
He is a face of the fucking whole league. Why wouldn't you want that in Pittsburgh?
His autograph is on a video game now.
Correct.
How many times is a Pirate going to be on the cover of the show? It doesn't happen often, people. They're literally going to make me spend $70 on the game and probably make me spend $100 more in the game just so I can dominate as Paul Skeens. Because they're never going to have a Pirate on there again.
He's the first Pirate, I think, on a baseball game.
From my memory, yes.
Even on 2K baseball, when they had the MLB.
The only one that could theoretically be on there is Kutch, but I don't think he was.
We'll have to look.
Yeah, he might have been. And my knowledge of the show only dates back to about 2015, so he might have been, in his MVP years. Maybe. But
we have a baseball connoisseur we could ask and see.
We'll see if he gets on tonight, and he'll have to answer that one for us.
Yes.
That'll be totally cool.
Yes.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see him work.
Oh, I am.
It's the only reason I'm going to go to Pirates games.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, maybe not the only reason. I might go watch Tommy Pham, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm barely holding this straight face. I'm biting my lip, holding my straight face.
Rowdy's still there. As
far as I know. I need to brief myself on the Pirates roster again so I can just get ready for the pain that's about to happen between March and October.
I just feel he's overrated, but that's fine.
He's a fan favorite, and he's got a cool name.
They love him.
And he's, from what I've heard, really awesome dude.
Right, good locker
really awesome guy.
Oh, yeah.
Good locker room guy. Very charitable. Visits children in hospitals, stuff of that nature. Very nice human being.
Yeah,
does a lot for the community as well. So I will at least give him that.
Yeah,
he's given a good bit of his own self to Pittsburgh.
Correct.
We just need him to give a little bit more bat to ball.
Pittsburgh. That's all I want. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So.
All right.
But yeah.
We appreciate.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Rowdy.
They do that fucking chant.
Oh yeah, single best baseball happening that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
It was fun. I've told this story. I've told that story many times, so I'll spare the.
It's good shit.
I'll spare the time, but
yeah,
it's a good one. Had to buy my dad a few cases of beer for a camping trip as a result of that.
Right.
Rowdy hit a home run. The at bat after I said, if Rowdy hits a home run, I'll buy your beer for the summer.
Yeah.
I negotiated. Well, rather, my dad talked me down and said, "Nah, just a few cases for the camping trip." I'm like, "Okay, here's $100."
Right. Right. It's good shit. It's good shit.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's all I got for this week's edition of Yeet or No Yeet. And I just noticed that I really didn't do any no yeets this time around. So maybe I'll try and build in some questions where I do some no yeets.
Yeah.
You did a couple no yeets,
Yeah.
but I gotta get used to doing that motion. I'm used to doing this motion too much. I gotta get used to doing this motion, you know?
Right.
So,
Right.
but we'll get there, ladies and gentlemen, in this journey of yeet or no yeet.
Yeah.
But onward to on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked?
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, that one's not changed.
Oh. Oh, motherfucker. What the? I paused. Because I heard you. Thing is so fucking touchy. Anyways, on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? Trevor Dinsmore.
Oh. I was laughing at you and I was choking on what's left of this drink. It's all Jack now.
That's the beauty in it, buddy.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I had like 2.5 to 3 shots left, and I poured 2, and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, and I definitely shouldn't have. But
Awesome.
here we are. This is why we live life. This is why we play the game, and this is why we say on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? And I'll lead right out with it. Get you a little triggered about what happened, not this past week, but last week on Raw to one Rey Mysterio. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? The New Day when the LWO get a hold of them.
10.
10. 10.
Triggered.
Let it out.
So, I thought, hey, we just put the TV up in the bedroom. We're going to have a nice little snack and watch WWE date, and I'm going to have a good time. And I'm like, oh, this night's going well. And then they fucking cut to the promo. Ray getting his ass fucked with the steel chair. New Day saying he's holding every luchador back. I said, you know what? Fuck these guys. Put me in a terrible mood. Threw the Cool Ranch Doritos down. A little pissed.
Oh, not the Cool Ranch Doritos.
Rolled them up in a ball, put them off the side. Chugged my fucking Coke, put a 60 in, just sat down there and just pissed off the rest of the night. Grinding my teeth.
Oh, man.
But a 10.
10. Okay.
Yep.
You want to go higher than 10?
If
or
I could
10?
go, probably 1,000.
Okay.
I mean, fucking heated.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
It's been 2 weeks of fucking pain. Logan Paul. Now the New Day. It's great. Yeah, so happy to be back watching this shit.
Yeah. I got you back into it just to see your hero get beat up.
Do we see WrestleMania? Kofi and Ray, or
maybe
that would be sexy.
Like an LWO versus maybe.
No. 3 take 6 man? No, it would be a 2.
I don't know who would join New Day.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dom?
Wouldn't that be a plot twist?
Dom and the New Day. I mean, Judgment Day is looking for members, right?
Honorary member just for WrestleMania. Yeah. I would flip the fuck out. Oh, God.
Honorary members of the Judgment Day, the New Day.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm just getting you more exhausted as time goes on here.
I don't like, I know it's all scripted, but I just took that sole person. It's not even me, but I was just
I get it.
There's some fucking deep cuts there. And I was like, ooh, I don't like you guys. Like, that's really, but that's what they do. People need to get that. They probably respect the shit out of them. It's just a part of
it's a show. It's a show.
Yep. Yeah.
It's theater.
Oh yeah.
That's the way it goes. To give my answer, I'll say 7. Okay. I'll say a 7. I think LWO is going to give him a good match, but New Day, you kind of got to build them up a little bit as the heels. And right now, LWO is not in a spot where it's like do or die as far as them building up. They haven't really built to much at the moment. I kind of hope they give that Dragon Lee a little bit more airtime. And I told you this last night.
Yeah.
He's needs to work on his mic skills a little bit, but uber athletic and the future of lucha libre. So,
I agree.
Give him the reins.
A fun fact for the folks, I just had an epiphany last night. Kofi, he was back when I was watching it, when I was a kid. He was doing a Jamaican. He had like a Jamaican kind of theme to him a little bit. I was like, ooh, okay, I remember him now. I had to get a good fucking look at his face. I'm like, I remember that guy. Okay.
Yeah, it started in like 08, 09, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I think he started in WWE ECW.
Yes.
That atrocity of a thing that happened.
Not good.
But yeah, he's been doing it that long. Created one of the most memorable moments in WrestleMania history, dare I say.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty down WrestleMania. He created a pretty memorable moment. But anyway.
Yeah, good shit.
I don't know if you don't watch SmackDown, do you?
We watched last Friday's on Saturday.
Okay, I got you.
Didn't watch it live, but
I got you. I saw bits and pieces of it. One of the bits and pieces that I did see was a promo between Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa with the new bloodline around them.
Yep.
And Solo Sikoa told Jacob Fatu, bring a title back to this family, and said, I love you, Jacob, as in what Jacob Fatu used to say about Solo Sikoa, I love you, Solo.
Yeah.
Some rumors floating around the some rumors floating around the wrestling message boards and on social media, and not really within the WWE at this point, but figured I'd toss this one out there to you. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? The new bloodline with rumors that Jacob Fatu might turn on Solo Sikoa.
I'd say a 9.
You think the rumors are true?
Not sure, but it would be a hell of a twist.
Where would you leave Solo then? I mean, I guess Solo would be Solo, but
we don't see anything going him and Reigns joining together. No,
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it. You could somehow angle that, but he like repledges his allegiance to Roman or something like that.
Yeah. Acknowledges him as the tribe.
Yeah, you could spin that, but
no.
I was at like a 5.5 personally.
Actually, let me retract. I'll go 7. I think 9's
7.
A little aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, 9's a little aggressive there.
To me, this is just kind of the product of the rumor mill. You know what I mean?
Might not be anything.
Might not be. I could see Jacob Fatu leading the new bloodline, though. I could see him stepping up, potentially winning a title. Like, hey, I'm the only bloodline member with gold. What are we doing here? Acknowledge me. And Solo's
time.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But I will say on Jacob Fatu, he's a star, man. He's very good. Yes. Very, very good. What he did to Braun Strowman Saturday night's main event? Hey.
Yeah.
Fucking bruiser.
Okay.
Those big Samoans, man.
Yeah.
One thing I don't get about professional wrestling is why do they still have people headbutt Samoans? And then they're like, oh my God.
Right.
That's kind of getting old. Like, don't headbutt a Samoan. Duh. I get that.
Right.
It's kind of overused. But anyway.
Yeah.
Switching off of wrestling here for a second, switching over to the NFL draft. Back to the NFL draft. One Cam Ward said in regards to the teams that potentially skip over him, and I quote, I'll remember.
Yep.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? The teams that pass on Cam Ward.
Very aggressive.
A lot of confidence in thyself. That is for sure. Those who humble themselves will be exalted. Cam Ward did not humble himself in that comment. That's for sure.
No, I like confidence.
Same, yes.
But I'm going to say a 6 because, again, I got to see him in NFL style of game. He has the tools, I think, Trevor, just watching some of his games. But now you just pissed off a whole bunch of grown men by challenging organization, not even head offices. You're talking these guys you're lining up across, thinking you're the shit. They'll humble you. So I don't know.
And then what Caleb Williams did?
Correct.
He got humbled pretty quick.
Yes, he did. Fuck.
Started off 4-2, but be humble. Sit down. He sat down on the turf quite a bit.
Fucked up a lot of games. Yeah.
So what was your answer then?
6. I'd say
6. I was at a 4.
Okay.
I'm not overly sold on Cam Ward yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of great stats at Miami. Had a lot of good weapons around him, made everybody look good. But when it came crunch time in the bowl game, whether that was his decision or not, I don't know. Just there's some things that are kind of being brought into question here, and I don't like it.
No,
I don't like it one bit. I don't know where exactly he's projected to be in the draft. I got to start looking at some more mock drafts, but I got to imagine he's going to be pretty high up on the QB list, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Probably right behind Shadur.
I think he was around there. If not.
Yeah. Actually, ESPN's got a rankings up right now. Let me take a look. I can take a look by position as well. Right behind Shadur is Cam Ward. Cam Ward, the 18th overall prospect. So honestly, he's probably going to be in the top 10.
Oh, yeah.
With the teams that are in the top 10 that need a quarterback, namely, the Giants, the Jets. Jets are drafting 7th.
Yeah.
Panthers got Bryce Young. Saints are 9. I don't know what the Saints are going to do at 9, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah.
But I'll analyze that a little bit further when it comes to my draft dissertation in a few weeks. Once the combines got to get done, people. Combines got to get done. We'll take care of business on here with the dissertation, okay?
Be exciting.
I'll try and make it a little bit more back and forth, because last year I remember it was, just kind of me talking a lot, and then you kind of nod your head, and I want to make it a little bit more interactive.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of see how I'm able to make that happen. But moving on from draft talk to CFB talk.
Yes.
So there's a rumor floating around now, SEC and Big Ten are meeting this week, and something that's on the table is another expanded version of the playoff, potentially 16 teams making it, with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, but 4 auto bids for the SEC and the Big Ten conglomerate that's probably eventually going to be running college football and changing the landscape of college football as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lengthy discussion with some group chats about this. Figured I'd get your take on it. On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? The other conferences, i.e. the ACC, the Big 12, obviously the Pac is kind of, even the Mountain West and the MAC. The rest of the CFB conferences, if ultimately the SEC and the Big 10 get what they want.
I'd say at least an 8.
I was at an 8 too.
Yeah.
I was at an 8 too, because you can have maybe a breakthrough team in the ACC that somehow makes a deep playoff run and validates them as a conference. But with the limited amount of available slots in that playoff, I mean, the SEC and the Big Ten are going to occupy half of that if they ultimately get the 4 auto bids. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah. No. I mean, it has to see. Again, it goes. NIL. We talked. I mean, we knew fuck, we talked about it last year, Trevor. I knew there's going to be some rippling effects here, and it's money talks. The president of NCAA has done a really good job at controlling this. Good job. Really.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
No, dude. Like, here's the sad reality. Let's just put ourselves in the shoes of. I mean, I know we were just talking playoffs there, but you look now.
Sure.
Any kid wanting to go play football at college, it's going to get to the point. Oh, fuck! You didn't go SEC or Big Ten. Your dreams of the NFL could be strongly diminished, not like it used to be. Like it didn't matter the comp. Now then you got the playoff situation. Hey, I want to play in a bowl game. Can't really play in a. I mean, there's so many. Yeah, I'd say an 8 though. It's good shit. I saw that.
How's that, Nate? How's that, Nate? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more substance to that. A lot more things that are on the table with that meeting that I believe is happening on either Thursday or Friday. It's happening sometime this week.
Yes.
Yeah. But ultimately, it's trending toward SEC and Big Ten. It's going to take over college football, and they're going to do what's best for their conferences and apparently what's best for business.
Yep.
What's best for their business is more like it.
If I can throw it out there, baby.
Right. And, where does Notre Dame factor into that? They're still independent.
That's what I'm saying.
So I know they can't win a conference already. They can't get into that top 4. That's fine and all, but
let's make it fair.
Where's that going to leave them? Is that going to force their hand? So there's something in it for me as an Irish fan as well.
Oh yeah. Ripple. There's going to be ripples. It's going to be something.
Yeah, as a Penn State fan, I would be a beneficiary, but still, it's like,
right? How
fair is that?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, because you had Arizona State coming out of the Big 12, made a run, almost beat Texas. They almost beat Texas. They were a miracle 4th down touchdown away from beating Texas.
Yep.
Okay. Clemson had a miracle season. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Obviously, SMU wasn't really close to beating Penn State, but
yeah.
So there's some justification, but anyway, circling back to what I started the show with, Billy.
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, are they fucked? This team.
Yeah.
On Thursday night, with the U.S. seeking even further vengeance on Canada's candy asses.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay. I was trying to think of. I'd say a 10. Caveat: if they boo the national anthem again, I'm saying there's going to be at least 7 fights.
Ooh, I like where your head's at.
If they don't boo, listen, you can't. It doesn't matter. It's not even. If you're watching outside of the country, you're watching us. It does not matter. If you have a team that their country's anthem is getting booed, there's going to be some repercussions. I mean, that's just.
Yes.
It's not. That's beyond sports. You're being disrespectful to their homeland. So, I'm going to say a 10. That really pissed me off because we talked about it on Saturday. Then when I watch it back, it's like, okay, my patriotism is coming out now. I'm a little pissed.
Oh yeah, and I will say too, there were a couple of Canadian players that came out and said, "Hey, no, don't do that." One of them being, and I hate to say this because he's one of the most hated players in my mind in the NHL. Yep. Plays for the Boston Bruins. I don't even call him by his actual name. I call him the Rat. And that rat is Brad Marchand. He came out and said in the post game, anthems should be off limits. I'm like, well, gee, I got to tip my hat to Brad Marchand.
Yeah.
Yes, keep those off limits.
Yeah.
The anthem's booed again. there's probably going to be a line brawl that happens. There might be a goalie fight if that happens.
Oh, yeah.
And you bet your ass I'll be tuning in on Thursday chanting USA, USA, so we can whip Canada's candy asses.
Yeah.
Canada, you wanna earn your way off of my shit list. 1, don't boo the national anthem. 2, you wanna earn it off the list right away. Sing along.
I mean, honestly, I don't mean to prolong the segment here.
No, you're good. You're good.
I mean, we'd go to the Sabre game up there when we were in Buffalo. We go to the Bandits lacrosse games, and I'd sing.
Those are fun.
Yeah, but I would, I do still keep my hand over my chest. I don't know what they do, but out of respect, I didn't know the words, but I was quiet, took my hat off for their anthem, and then USA's
respectful. Yes.
But again, when I see that on Saturday, it's like, okay, fuck you. I'm a little pissed. And I don't.
Yeah.
You touch the vets or you touch the anthem, you're going to get my fuse going. It's not hard to do, but
no one ever said it was.
But you touch those two things, you got me hot.
Oh, yeah. I got hot as soon as I saw that.
Yeah,
I got hot as soon as I saw that. I didn't see it live.
Yeah,
but I saw it like during the commercial break. They came back and they booed the national anthem. I'm like, oh shit!
And that politics.
Here we go. And then all of a sudden McDavid scores, and I'm like, oh boy, are they gonna curb stomp us and then shit in their face? No, that didn't happen. Thankfully, Jake Gitzel scored twice. Larkin scored the other one. We scored 3 goals on them.
Yeah.
And it's poetic that there were 3 fights at the beginning of the game as a result of that national anthem atrocity, if you will. So let's not have a repeat performance on Thursday. Let's have a good sportsman, may the best team win type of a game. That's what I want to see out of hockey, right? I love hockey. I love watching hockey. It's my second favorite sport to watch behind football. It's just a shame that I'm a fan of the most povertous franchise in the NHL, but such is life, right? You get this international tournament first time since 2015, 2016.
Yep.
You get to chant USA, USA, USA. I'm here for it. And then that shit goes down. Let's not have a repeat performance on Thursday night. Please, Canada, please.
And I'm all about the athlete using their platforms. I'm just saying, don't need to do it mid-game. Let's just keep it together. Just keep it together a little bit. And the fans aren't helping. Fans provoked it. So
fan is short for fanatic.
Yeah.
You gotta toe a line.
But you hear them boo, Trevor, and you just see the whole mood switch on the ice. Like,
oh
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Immediately come out 3 fights. I believe the U.S. won all 3 of them.
Yeah. But you can just see
we're
it's
gonna
like
kick your
ass. You can see the tide staging.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I imagine there's a dub out there with that on YouTube. Probably, we could probably go look it up after, but yeah.
That was good. Good touch on it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Canada, again, I respect you. I do. You gave us one of the greatest games on planet Earth. But don't make me throw these away. Don't make me shit on these and wipe my ass with them at the same time.
Right.
Be a good sport, please.
Yeah.
And that's to the fans.
Yeah.
That's to the fans.
Yeah.
Be good sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how I'll conclude this week's edition of On a Scale of 1 to 10. Are they fun?
Hell of a job.
Thank you, good sir. We can switch over to debate time and round us out here. We're kind of going quick. Slow
it was, yeah. Here, good shit. But debate time here. Good questions. It's a hell of a way to transition, Trevor.
From fuck you, Canada, to Yeah. No, I know. I get it. I get it.
But it needed to be talked about. Debate time, though. 4 questions here. Trevor has Be a Man of the Week question as well. Any other debate questions, Trevor? Just Be a Man.
Classic or new era?
Yep.
Yeah, got a good one for you this week. It's again another one open to interpretation, but
yep. Yeah. And this is for the viewers too, if you want to comment wherever you're at, live or later on, it doesn't matter. But does pineapple belong on pizza?
Hawaiian only. Okay. Hawaiian pizza only. With the ham, with the multiple different cheeses. Other than that, if you're giving me a pepperoni pizza with pineapple on it, it's going straight in the trash. I don't care where it's from. Okay. I don't care if your Nona made it.
Yeah.
It's going in the trash.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, a true Nona would know not to put pineapple on a pepperoni pizza.
It's not right. It's not right. No.
My grandma definitely wouldn't do it. Shout out, Karen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful, lovely. Hey, you want to talk? She's Italian, and she agrees with me, so I agree with her. Pineapple on pizza? No. Yeah. No. All the no's, then a yeet.
Right.
Yeet for Hawaiian, no's for everything else.
Right. I have to say this, and here's my argument to the pizza connoisseurs out there. Maybe even Dave Portnoy would agree with me. If you do the Hawaiian,
yes,
or exclude that. If you put, here we go, pineapple on a regular pizza. Let's say you do cheese, pepperoni, vice versa. I'm a tangy sauce guy. Was introduced to sweet sauce in Niagara Falls. I can't do it. I can't. I don't know if I taste this like Splenda. I don't know what the fuck it was. It wasn't good.
Like sugary?
It's like sugar, like sweet. I'm talking like candy.
Okay.
Pizza.
On pizza.
Not good. Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody out there.
You're getting into Buddy the Elf territory right there. We don't want.
It's like maple syrup.
Yeah, maple syrup on spaghetti. It just doesn't. No, it's not gonna go.
But it ruins the pizza because I feel you're adding too much sweetness.
Yeah,
tang. I want the tang. You're fucking it up. And also, if you're not, there's a whole science to this, Trevor. If you're not, I guess, dabbing the pineapple before putting it on, you got a watery fucking mess. I mean,
yeah.
Fruit juice, not good. I don't want that on my fucking pizza.
But I agree.
Good conversation.
I tell you what's the worst is when they put the whole fucking rings on them, like straight out of the can. You know what I'm talking about?
There's no
not good. Not good. Chunks. No. And you're usually just plopping it straight from the can. Like you're not draining the can. You're just plop. Not good.
Makes a ring in the cheese. That's the other issue. It makes like a ring mark. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Hawaiian only.
I've never ordered
Hawaiian and in chunks, not the whole fucking circle.
Right.
The circle. I don't want to. It's a circle. It's a symbol of love. Pineapple on pizza is not a symbol of love.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of I don't know what good pizza tastes like.
Yeah. I've never ordered pineapple on a pizza. I hope you don't out there. But if you do, just stay the fuck away from me. Also, people that get anchovies. Yeah.
Oh, those people are. They might be even worse.
Special.
Those things stink, man. Those things. You like the stink? I don't like the stink.
You can smell it.
Ah, God. I tell you, you're triggering me right now because there was this guy that lived like 4 blocks away from Fox's Pizza in Ridgeway, PA, that would order pizza with anchovies and pepperoni every single time. Medium with pepperonis and anchovies. And I about gagged every time I had to take that to him. He tipped decent, but like still, bad. Like I had to install 2 air fresheners in my car at a time because of that shit. It's horrible.
The smell's hitting me because I know it. Like, getting that fucking
you're bringing it back for me. We need to quit talking about it.
Yeah, all right. Most underrated football player of all time.
Mm. Ah. Ooh. Well, what's your answer? Because I know your answer.
I got three top guys here. Aquan Bolden.
Yes. Good one.
Philip Rivers.
Underappreciated, yes.
A little bit of a curveball because I don't think the modern steel curtain defense he was appreciated enough. Casey Hampton.
Yes.
Stumped the fuck out of that line.
Oh yes. Yep.
I had to put a Steeler in there, but yeah.
In that, well, you could argue in that same vein, Aaron Smith, how consistent
Correct.
he was.
Yes.
Like not overly talented. Didn't always put up all the stats, but show up each and every play. Think here. I'm trying to think like all time as well.
James Farrier as well, just to throw in
there. Yeah, I was going to say I'm thinking mostly Steelers right now. I shouldn't be doing that. I tell you one that's kind of coming to mind is Dwayne Bowe.
Correct.
Quick as fuck.
Yep.
Marshall Faulk's coming to mind.
Yep.
In terms of the all-time QB debate, honestly, I don't think Aaron Rodgers gets enough credit.
No.
Just because because of the accolades.
Yep.
It's a good one. Honestly, people underappreciate Tiki Barber, how good he was in his heyday.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm just kind of going through guys right now.
Even his brother, Rondé.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson in his prime. Are you kidding me?
John Lynch.
Yeah. John Lynch. I'd say in his prime as well, Roddy White.
Oh, yes.
The Falcons.
Deadly on Madden. I'm talking deadly.
Oh.
Like you could set fucking
Madden
straight.
11. Madden 11. I play as a Falcons all the time for that reason. For that reason.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go with I'm down to a couple guys. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Anthony Munoz is up there. Honestly, a lot of offensive linemen. Period.
Oh, yeah.
Underappreciated.
Yep.
But I'm going to say at cornerback for the Jets, Revis Island. My final answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
I say he's severely underrated and overlooked because he was on the Jets and he was on a lot of bad Jets teams. But just look at how many times he was thrown to on those bad Jets teams. Not very much.
Correct.
And the times he was thrown to, he's locking down anyone from Randy Moss to Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'll say Revis.
Okay. But I'd say I'll just stick with those three. But most underrated basketball all time. I got three top picks here, Trevor.
Go ahead. I'll let you go with this one.
Sixer, not because Trevor's a co-host. I know people out there think we're doing grab us here. No. Go look at this guy's highlights.
Little bit.
And that Moses Malone. I had to refresh myself. Dog. Lockdown fucking defender as well. But Michael Cooper, very underappreciated on the Lakers dynasty there, and Chauncey Billups. I think.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one. Rip Hamilton in the same vein.
Correct.
His prime.
Correct.
Did not have as long of a prime.
No.
But still. And in the same vein, White Chocolate, Jason Williams, filthy, absolute nastiness with the basketball.
Yep.
Did not have a very long prime, but when the prime that he did have, oh my God. Bouncing it off his elbow for a pad behind the back off the shit that I couldn't dream of doing, he was doing.
Right.
I I think Wilt gets overlooked quite a bit. People like, he's playing against plumbers and garbage men and shit. I'm like, yeah, kind of. But look at his stats; they're still kind of ridiculous.
Correct.
I tell you, another one, because he has a fantastic documentary about him, and he's often overlooked because of the injury bug. Bill Walton.
Correct.
Very much up there. Former MVP in the league. Won
Yes.
an NBA title with the Blazers and Clyde and all those guys.
Yep.
And Clyde, kind of another one, kind of overlooked a little bit.
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh is up there. I'd say Ewing's up there because they couldn't get past the Bulls. What he meant to the Knicks for a long time. Same thing with Starks. He was very good for a while.
Free throw Starks, baby.
Oh, I know.
Doug, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
Yep. But... Yeah. You're touching on some sensitive stuff. And speaking as a Sixer fan, Kyle Korver, I think he was underappreciated for his 3-point shooting ability. Yeah, very, very consistent. I'd say a very underappreciated guy too, because he was primarily a defensive guy. Dikembe Mutombo.
Yes.
Didn't always have the point stats, but could defend like an MF.
Well,
and even, in that same vein, go ahead.
Even when he was with AI,
right,
2000,
right.
He was still out there, still putting it down.
Still grinding, absolutely, absolutely. But I am going to go with a Celtic on this one, and that's Hondo, John Havlicek. It hurts. It hurts me to do it, but John Havlicek, as consistent as he was for a long, long time on a lot of great Celtics teams, obviously kind of fell behind the McHales and the Birds, but I got to say Hondo, most underrated NBA player of all time.
Yeah. No, I agree. Good shit. Just the last one.
Off the top of my head, anyway. If we had an hour, I could probably vet this out, but I want to give an answer in a timely manner
here. Yeah. Just the last honorable mention. Pistol Pete.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
But last question of
here's one. Here's one. Most underrated in the modern NBA. Then let's go with that. What do you think? I'm going to be a little bit biased with my answer, but you'll understand why.
Wait, say that again, Trevor. Most
underrated current NBA player. Yeah, if you got to think through real quick, go ahead.
I think Draymond.
Oh,
some reason
that's an interesting answer.
It popped in there.
Yeah,
not always.
Yeah, he doesn't always bring the stats.
He's a fucking head case, though, and let's not forget. That's not why I love him.
He's a head case. That's for
strictly Rodman. But I think he does, when he has his head on, Trevor, he does the smart basketball plays. That's why I feel key part in the Warriors championship.
Yes. Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm going to say a guy from the Miami Heat who I've liked for a while, Tyler Hero.
Yes. Yeah.
I think, especially with the whole Jimmy Buckets news going down, him being suspended, him fighting with the organization, Tyler Hero's kind of been lost in the background a little bit. But I will say, in regards to Tyler Hero, he just won the 3-point contest, for instance. And I mean, as of right now, he's leading the Heat in points. He's averaging 24 a game, 5.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists a game. So he's kind of doing it all for them right now. He's kind of stepped up as the leader statistically. And I would imagine to an extent in the locker room for that team. So
yeah.
No, I'm going to say Tyler Hero. I like his attitude too. He's cocky. He walks a line a little bit sometimes, but he usually doesn't step over.
No.
So
loves ball.
Absolutely loves ball. Yeah.
But I think another questionable thing here: deep dish pizza or thin sliced pizza?
Deep dish. Yeah, I'm deep dish all day. I love carbs. As unhealthy as they are, it's the reason I don't have abs, and I will never have abs. I love carbs too much.
Yeah,
I do. I'm sorry. I love it. I love it too much, and I love deep dish. I love thick fluffy crust with the right amount of toppings on top of that, the sauce, the cheese, pepperoni, whatever else you want to throw on it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No.
and the one time I had Chicago deep dish, I said out loud, and granted it was at like 2 or 3 in the morning on a road trip that lasted about 18 hours total.
Yeah.
This is the best pizza I've ever had. And that kind of stands to this day, minus the homemade stuff that me and my grandmother made this past Christmas.
Okay.
So
Good shit.
it's a close second, and second for sentimental reasons.
Yeah, no, but I'll say this: I don't get the obsession over thin. You have to eat like 4 fucking slices to maybe even feel a little full.
Right, and usually, if you're cooking it right, there's like too much flop with it. You kind of have to hold it up and just kind of curl it within your hand, and it's not,
it turns into a fucking mess. I mean, let's right the fuck off. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that too. I mean, the ingredients just pull off, and it's not good. I mean, yes, it's easier to cut. Sure, it's easier to eat. That's fine. I get that, but
right.
I'm not eating pizza because it's easy to eat. I'm eating pizza because it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat and fill myself up here.
Yeah, and to me, deep dish, I gotta fill up on that, man. If I'm eating pizza because I want to sit down on my couch and watch The Sopranos after it for an hour. Okay, I'm not eating pizza to go, take a jog.
Yep. Oh, I agree.
I mean pizza for the carbs. I mean pizza for the deliciousness, and I don't understand what the deal is with thin.
Right.
Maybe it's a budget thing too. It's cheaper, but
they get a fucking salad.
Yeah. No, I'd still get a pizza. Thin crust pizza is better than a salad.
Just don't get a salad.
You just pissed a lot of people off.
I know I did, but all right, we'll move over to your shit here. That's all I had for debate time on this end.
No, sounds good, bud. Sounds good. We'll start with the classic or new era question of the week.
Yep.
Classic or new era sports jerseys, as in, what do you prefer to wear? Where do you prefer to own? What do you prefer to frame and mount on a wall? Whatever.
I'm a retro, if able.
Got you. Yeah, same here. Here. Yeah. I mean, we were talking before the show, the old Raptors jerseys. I like the old 76ers logo. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. Like an old school guys, dogs in the NFL, like your what's his name? Played for the Jaguars. Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah.
Old school baseball, like your Frank Thomases, Roger Clemens, Jeters.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. Yeah.
One jersey I'm obsessed with, and I will get it in this room someday. I want and I know everybody hates fucking pinstripes out there, but the Bulls red pinstripes, black jerseys. Want to get a Rodman. I want to get
underrated jersey for them. Yeah. Very underrated jersey for them. Yeah, that one's slick. Doesn't get the recognition it deserves. It's not the greatest Bulls jersey, but it's nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Very nice. The old Spurs jerseys, like you were saying.
Oh, yep.
Christ, the old Sixers red, awesome. Honestly, classic Charlotte Hornets as well with the pinstripes. That's beautiful.
Vancouver Grizzlies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I tell you, hockey shirt that I got is Minnesota North Stars.
Oh,
from back in the day.
Yep.
Never got a jersey of them. Not a big hockey jersey guy. Those are a little pricey. Yeah, because they're fucking sweaters. It's a lot of material. But Minnesota North Star, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Good shit.
Old Oilers jerseys like a Gretzky.
Oh yeah.
All-time greats. Old Jordan.
Oh.
Like hell, I'd even wear a Mariano.
Again, I'm not. When I think of AI, I think of those the black Sixers jerseys.
Yep.
Slick.
Very nice. Never should have gone off of that.
No.
My opinion.
And Iggy in it as well. They just
Iggy.
looked clean, buddy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the jersey he was wearing when he stepped over Ty Lue.
Yes.
So, which makes it even more sexy for me. Is that's like the one memory I have of the last century. Oh, not this century.
Well, yeah.
I have other memories, but they're not good.
I wish Iggy would have stayed at the Sixers, but
yeah. Money,
yeah,
situation, organizationally. I get it. Yeah. It is what it is. It's all good.
Yeah.
All good. Hell, I even have an old Lambert.
Oh hell
Jack
yeah.
Lambert.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I've probably worn it on the show a few times. That's retro. Yeah, new guys, it's tough to know if like they're going to stick around too with the mobility and with especially college guys like transfer portal.
Yep.
So it's tough to commit. Like you're paying a couple $100 for a genuine jersey, as long as you don't want to buy it from China and wait 6 weeks.
I think you're safe getting that Saquon Penn State if you want to go that.
Well, yeah. I mean, guys that are currently playing, it's tough to do. But guys that made a name for themselves, like Saquon this year with the Eagles, like you're safe buying a Saquon Eagles jersey because he had that great season, won a Super Bowl with them.
Yeah.
But if I were to go out and say buy a Justin Fields jersey, like kind of dicey a little bit, right?
Well, and I told you this when we were at that fucking game. I'm like, all the people with the Wilson jerseys. I'm like, ooh, little quick investment here, folks. Kenny.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I was a victim of it as well. Okay, but Kenny was there for 2 years. Russell.
He's a good guy. Good guy. Yeah. So a lot of sentiment with that in Pittsburgh fan. That one I get, but Russell was there for a year, did great for a little bit, and then
just a stop along his career. Now, if you have a Seahawks Wilson and you still want to wear that, I think that's respectable. That's a hell of a debate we could get into.
I was gonna say we're kind of going down a rabbit hole here. You gotta buy a jersey with a little bit of equity in it, right? Because then it has, some value. But yeah.
Don't get a rookie lineman jersey.
Rookie lineman.
Yeah, let's just.
Do you speak from experience?
No, I just remember.
Okay.
There's a card.
Do you speak from a friend's experience?
There's one of the card streamers on Whatnot, Trevor. He had that lineman for the Cowboys that kept getting penalties all year. I forget his name's jersey, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't know if that was smart. $75. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, he was getting he probably had 30 penalties on him.
Oh, was it the rookie?
Yeah,
Guyton.
Yeah. Big son of a bitch. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just kept getting flagged like
might cool down with him, but yeah.
It's like
I get it.
I've never seen someone get a lineman jersey. That's okay. Whatever.
I don't know, man. Must have been an Oklahoma fan.
Who knows?
Either way. On to the Be a Man. Buckle up with the boys. Be a Man question of the week. Getting a little serious with this one, but hopefully, not too serious. You can just answer the question with a 2-word answer, or you can go into a little bit of depth. However you choose to do this, Billy.
Yeah.
Whatever answer you want to give us, because I know it's a very sensitive topic. How much do you discuss your mental health with family members, friends, with your partner, or anyone else that's important in your life?
It's a good question. We even talked about it prior, but then you say it again. I think it's good. You got to share. Myself included, I share with you some people. But I think to break the stigma of it being okay to talk about.
That's the toughest part.
Just because you're a guy doesn't mean you can't have feelings. So that's something I've had to. I get emotional. Trevor's been around me enough. If people watch know me, I cry a lot. because there's certain feelings I got to let out, and it's not a bad thing. But I think talking about your mental health with your friends, your loved ones, I think it's important. And if you have to seek help for it, go do it. Don't be shy about it. I think that's the realest thing I can say. Because, yeah.
Well, I mean, I was just looking it up, make sure I got it right.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh, you gotta think, and you gotta cry, and that's a full day, according to Jim Valvano. May he rest. So as long as you're doing that, I think you're doing pretty okay in life.
Yeah.
How often do I discuss it? Not as often as I should. Discuss it with my therapist every week.
Yep.
She's helping me out quite a bit. She's honestly, therapy is just more like talking yourself into situations and kind of admitting things to a trusted source rather than, someone helping you. At least that's been my experience so far. But the more you talk things out, the better it is, the better off you are, the less you're holding inside your head. Coming on to starting to speak to close friends about it, speak to family members about it. Definitely did that a lot during COVID, maybe not in the healthiest way, but got to get back to those healthy habits of, regular check-ins with family members and talking about that serious stuff,
Yeah.
But for the most part with the therapist and maybe a couple other times a week. Not as often as I should, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's always a work in progress. Never perfect. Got to strive for it, but never going to get there.
Yeah.
In terms of perfection with that. So it's
right. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I agree. Best thing is to don't hold stuff in to everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. So. And if y'all watched SmackDown a couple weeks ago, LA Knight had a nice little message. If you're a man and you got to cry, do it.
Fuck yeah.
Don't hold it in.
Yeah. Yeah. No, good question, Trevor. That's some real good shit. Because there's a lot of people out there that I think need help, that they're scared to get help, and they should go do it, because there's been a lot of people that have lost their battle, and we don't want people losing their battles. Fight the good fight.
Absolutely. And I will say, if there's someone that's putting you down for that, there's someone that's not acknowledging your feelings, someone that's making you feel bad for feeling your feelings, might be time to cut that person loose.
Correct.
Maybe time to try some new supportive people in your life. And don't get me wrong, it's not easy for everyone to find. But you have to. Otherwise, you're going to go through this life. You're going to have all kinds of shit ringing around your head, all kinds of unresolved problems, and it's going to come out in a very unhealthy way. So it's better to get it out now, get it out while you can, get it out to a trusted source that's going to acknowledge your feelings, and it's going to accept those feelings that you're expressing so you can move forward in a healthy way.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
It's tough topic, but
no, I think it's
always like to end it that way.
Yeah, no, it was good. No, but no. You're good. You're good. Anything else for the folks, Trevor, before we sign off here? I mean, that was good.
Yeah, no, that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. If you need help, go get it, and if you need to cry, please do it. Yeah. If you ever need help, don't be afraid to ask. Ask a trusted source. Ask a friend. Ask your mom, your dad, relative, whoever you trust most in your life. Show them that you're worthy of their trust.
Yeah, it's good shit. But as always, folks, good shit, Trevor. Good shit. But as always, we appreciate you tuning in to this point. If you did, if not, that's okay. We'll be back next Tuesday, 8:00, with our special guest, February 25th at 8, with Ryan Walker. We'll hear about his journey through the baseball side of the world, and also track and field side of the world at the Division I level at St. Bonaventure. first Bonnie guy in a long time. So I'm excited for this, Trevor. We're gonna get into it for the folks. But as always, have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe out there. God bless. Gas, no breaks. Also, let your weird neighbor, your grandma, whoever the hell enjoys sports, send them our way. Also, if you got a young athlete out there that's looking to do big things in this world, collegiately or whatever level, next week's going to be a good episode to see an athlete that went through adversity and turned it into a positive. So, as always, we appreciate all you beautiful people.